I've played around a lot with straw bale gardening. I did a couple things in my last flower bed I did. I don't know if it's really worth it if you have to buy your straw. The stuff I picked up today was expensive. 6 of 25 was $6.25 a bale, which I think is insane. I always lay down cardboard first. Pretty much any kind will work. You just want to be sure it's free of tape and any other kind of plastics. When you buy your straw bales, you're going to have a couple different kinds as far as what it's wrapped with. I don't think they use wire too much anymore, but you'll have a natural cordage and you'll have a like a plastic rope. As these bales get wet, they'll start to fall apart on you. And that's one thing that's good about the plastic rope, is it won't biodegrade. So you can still kind of move them around if you want to move them into a compost bin. They get real heavy too when they get watered down. I like the synthetic rope because they'll actually break down. It doesn't take long, a few months. And when I used them, that's what I used. That way I could, after the season was over, I just busted up the bales, put it all in the compost pile. I want to plant come spring different flowers and stuff up here, and this will be a good mulch base for the flowers. I was talking to my wife. It's the middle of September, so it's late to plant, but we're going to do some cold weather crops. Some kales, some spinaches. See how they come up. Or don't come up, I guess. reason I tore all my stuff out, all my raised beds I had, I don't know if it was the cow manure I used from our feedlot or what it was. Very nutrient rich, but I had some sort of Johnson grass or something of that nature that was impossible to keep under control. Took over the beds. I actually have still got a bunch of it left over by the shop. And I went against everything I believe in and used Roundup on it this spring. Stopped it for about a month, and that was about it. I would never use Roundup on any of my gardens, but just for a spot next to the shop, I figured it wouldn't hurt anything. I'll put this cardboard down to kill any of the weeds. If you're buying straw, I would expect to pay anywhere from $3 to $7 a bale. I paid $6 1/4 for this, which I think is ridiculous. Our horse quality alfalfa, that's what we charge for that. Now what you're going to want to do, water this down a lot. I'll water it down a couple times a day for the next week or two before I do any planting on it. You actually want it to sit a little bit longer than that, but I want to be sure it's got plenty of time for the seeds that we're going to try to grow. But there's part one of planting with straw bales. Lay down a cardboard weed barrier, throw your bales on their side, and hose them down. There'll be more in part two.